I am, of course, as you can see, riding the Interceptor 650, probably the existential threat to Brixton Motorcycles Crossfire and Crossfire XC, which are both twin cylinder 500cc motorcycles, and they are priced fairly, I would say, not aggressively, not competitive compared to the Interceptors and the GTs of the world. But the price, in terms of pricing, they come close to the Bear, because the Bear is a very recent offering from Royal Enfield, and at that on-road price of approximately 5 odd lakh rupees with a few accessories on board, that's where the pricing of the Brixton Duo lies as well. So yes, you are in the familiar ballpark, if you want to call it that. But the major difference is that they are 500cc motorcycles. Service network isn't the best because they aren't motorcycles that are manufactured in India. They're assembled in India in Kolhapur at the Motorhouse facilities. So on the Brixton now, this is the spoke wheel variant, I think. We'll have to check. Yeah, so this is the Crossfire XC, and I was offered an extremely small test ride, 500 meters. I'm not gonna listen to that.
So, quick addition to the video. If you're a new brand and you're entering into the market, the level of customer service, customer support needs to really be out there. Like, you want to break into the stronghold of a particular brand or a motorcycle, and you want to kind of snatch or capture their audience, right? So, I would suggest to any brand entering the market that if you have a bike like this, give the people who are interested in riding the bike a long test ride. Just simply do not worry about how much fuel you're going to consume. Let people take a good 10-12 kilometer test ride. The location for the showroom, as I've said earlier, is in Wakad, very near to the highway. Why not let people take a nice test ride, maybe 20-30 minutes, go ride the bike, brake, try everything, and of course they have to submit their documents. They can fill out an indemnity form that if they crash the bike, etc., they have to take care of the expenses. Of course, that's a different thing, but let people take longer test rides. You're a new company, the brand is new, motorcycle is new, there aren't many reviews in the market, there's not much literature to go on, there's not much brand trust. The trust, rather the excitement, has to come from being able to ride a motorcycle for a good distance, and then you fall in love with the motorcycle, like, wow, this is really different compared to what is currently there in the market. So that's the strongest way of breaking, this cycle, breaking into the new market, which is something that the brand in focus has to work on. I think they're having some event on the 16th 17th, which is related to slightly longer test ride experience, etc. They are taking that forward, but hopefully it pans out in the way that I'm suggesting. Now back to the video,
because that's just BS. So we're gonna take at least a 1 kilometer long test ride, which is a bare minimum, I think. And first things that I noticed was it has big fucking mirrors. The mirrors are huge, and the stem is like pretty extended in that sense. So yeah, that's the first thing that I noticed. Second thing that I noticed was that the riding posture for somebody who is my height, size, is pretty good. It's actually very comfortable. There are no points of discomfort that I feel so far. The seat is also nice and stiff because it's a flat bench kind of a seat. There is enough wiggle room. My knees are fairly comfortable. My back, arms, shoulders, they're all pretty comfortable. So riders posture, ergonomic impression wise, this seems to be a pretty fun little motorcycle that you can do for your, that will easily do your commute duties as well as your day-to-day or weekend rides, those sort of thing. Second thing that I noticed about the bike is the initial acceleration. So it's kind of snatchy. Like, I'm used to riding powerful bikes, so I have a fairly well tuned to throttle hand, and that said, I did feel that the first little blip that you get is kind of snatchy, but post that it's pretty smooth. Brakes are also pretty smooth. The levers are nice and big. They are adjustable, or it looks like they are adjustable. And you have a tiny little LED console. I'm just going to stop the bike here and kind of show that to you. Pretty cool. You have a hazard light, pass light. The functionality of the buttons is also fairly well within reach. No big deal in that sense. Everything is well within reach. What they've done is that they've given you the light on and off, DRL versus on off switch on the right hand side, which is pretty good because it kind of saves space over here. And you just have the pass light here, so you have your high beam and low beam switch on the right hand side, which is pretty nice. You have these measurement tabs also, where you can see that you're pulling the handlebar either towards the rider or up. So there is a little bit of modification available. Nice clean brake oil reservoir here. You can see through it, you can see the oil through it. It's not the metal one. And on top you can say it says Jejuan, so it's from the Chinese manufacturer. The brakes, I'm assuming, also from the Chinese manufacturer. So after a very quick and short little ride of the Crossfire XC, which is the scrambler slash off-road variant of the 500cc engine, 486 cc twin engine to be precise. It's a nice bike. I mean, if it had existed in a vacuum without Royal Enfield, I think it would have done extremely well, given the interesting look, feel, nature of the bike. The only upside which I see in terms of this product versus the Bear 650 is that it has it comes stock with tubeless spoke rims, whereas the Bear comes stock with spoke tube type rims. So that is definitely a positive aspect in favor of the Crossfire XC. If you have any questions about the Bixen Crossfire XC or the X, which is the mag wheel variant, it's more road focused, whereas the XC is more adventure riding focused, drop a comment or ping me on Instagram. Perhaps I can answer your questions faster on Instagram, because I check Instagram quite a bit more. With that said, thanks for watching, man. Take care, and as always, ride safe.